when it's interesting, you learn so much, and it opens your eyes up to so many things. And when it opens your eyes up, you just see whole new worlds, and you learn so much. You're so nourished by this. Yeah, so I believe that love is the highest frequency on the planet. And I believe that with love, we can achieve peace, and we can achieve unity. And love has the potential to end all chaos. And in this talk, I focus on conflict resolution, on love, peace, and unity for conflict resolution. So I talk about war as well. And I'm aware that planet we have, I think it was about 28 different wars across the globe, or conflicts across the globe. And I even come up with solutions. For example, the war with Israel and Palestine. I draw from personal experiences afterwards as well. I focus on the fact that war stems from disagreements on land and resources, precious limited resources, and hence why we have wars around the globe. But I know that peace can be achieved, and I know wars can end, and it has to do with psychology, human psychology, the psyche, the certain mindset coming together, being empathetic and understanding enough, having love in our hearts and in our minds to be able to have such understanding for one another, to be able to reach an agreement, to reach a peace agreement, to be able to end that war. And I come up with a solution stating that maybe with the war in Israel and Palestine, I know that war is over land and resources, based on what I've read on the news so far, what's available on the internet. And I'm aware that there's a way forward, and the way forward, the ideal, because I'm an idealist, so the ideal way forward, I would imagine, would be to have a cabinet that is educated and trained by the Israeli government as well as the Palestinian government, and helping them to work together to govern the land together so that both have access to the land in different ways, and for the same objective ultimately that they can agree on. If that can happen, then hopefully they'll be understanding enough and compromising enough. They'll compromise and be understanding enough to reach that peace agreement and stop the war. And hopefully millions of lives would be saved. I also draw from personal experiences and relationships and interactions around the world as an explorer, as an adventuress. I had positive experiences with an Israeli person in on a Caribbean island who explained to me how his culture he felt was misunderstood because of what people read about Israel in the news. And then I've also been aware of various Palestinian orphans being I've been donating to for them to rebuild their lives. So I like understanding both sides of the story from warring nations to achieve peace within myself, and hopefully when I come across people, teach them that it's possible to have a balance, to understand both sides and to have love for both sides in a way where it helps you achieve that middle ground. I've had relationships with people that are different from me. And I like that. I love what's different from me because it's so interesting. And when it's interesting, you learn so much, and it opens your eyes up to so many things. And when it opens your eyes up, you just see whole new worlds, and you learn so much. You're so nourished by this, and you're able to have love for that person and then that culture and then everyone from that culture because you've had a positive experience, which is shaped by love from that person. Emerging technologies are a passion of mine. It's fascinating. I think emerging technologies will shape the way we work and the way business is done. It will shape humanity as well, our evolution, because as you know, technology is always advancing and evolving. And because of that, so are we as humanity. We are also evolving. And we have things like AI, generative AI with ChatGPT. It's helping people with things like research and software development, even to some extent, and just curiosity about information data with various types of data that's helpful for work and organizations, marketing even, and people it's helping people with their jobs. And then you have agentic AI, which is good for decision making and helping governments make decisions with beneficial platforms. And then you have things like quantum computing, which is a favorite of mine. And quantum computing helps solve problems. It's a problem-solving machine, and it's not as advanced now than as it would be in the future because they're still developing that and they're still working on that. But it's so fascinating because it has all these algorithms that can provide different solutions and different outcomes to one problem. And that would essentially help save world problems. And then you have things like robotics, such as the robotic arm on the ISS that's helping with hand fatigue for astronauts in terms of the missions that they may have when they're on their spacewalks or even inside the ISS. And there are various innovation hubs around the world because of technology. There are various different platforms that people are using, whether it's for corporates or for the public, for consumers. And I just find it so stimulating to learn about how these innovations are developing our abilities over time. I hope that they're inspired by the stories. I hope that they learn about the topics that I'm delivering and that they are inspired to do something about it. I hope there's like a call to action for them within themselves when they hear me talk. I hope that they've achieved some sort of love and conflict resolution in the workplace or whatever it is that they're doing in business, even. I hope that they learn about climate action and they integrate that into their way of life and they make their own practices sustainable over time. I hope that they adhere to ESG practices and regulations within the companies that they're working for or working with. I hope that they take an interest in innovative technologies and utilize it within their work or develop innovative technologies as a business as they advance and grow, whether they have a technology department or not. Even if they don't, it's still beneficial for them. And I hope they take an interest in the space sector and try to partner with an organization in the space sector because it will help them advance with their technologies and their way of working.